celebrating 10 years of delivering the news and content automotive professionals can count on. CBT News, 10 years strong. Subscribe today. Welcome to CBT News with Bridget Fitzpatrick.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to CBT News. I'm Bridget Fitzpatrick. Thank you so much for joining us. Here's Chris Riggins with today's top stories.
Thanks, Bridget. According to complaints submitted to federal regulators, at least a dozen Rivian employees have accused the electric vehicle manufacturer of safety violations at its Illinois factory. According to the accusations, the company failed to address workplace risks, deprioritize safety, and force some employees to share respirators used during manufacturing, this reported by Bloomberg. A Rivian spokesman denied the claims made by the employees in statements to Bloomberg News, but refrained from commenting on particular concerns due to employee privacy. On Friday, the 2018 lawsuit against Tesla CEO Elon Musk regarding his $55 billion pay package came to a close. However, Chancellor Kathleen McCormick did not give a ruling from the bench. According to plaintiff Richard Tornetta, Musk leveraged his influence over Tesla's board of directors to secure the compensation package for, quote, funding his personal dream to inhabit Mars. Tornetta's lawyers also argue that Musk and the board did not uphold their financial obligations to shareholders. Musk countered by saying he had no part in creating the package, nor discussed it with board members, but ultimately approved the decision. Alphabet-owned WayMo can now officially offer passengers driverless rides, the California Public Utilities Commission said on Friday. WayMo is the second autonomous vehicle company to take part in the driverless pilot program. However, WayMo is still prohibited from charging for these trips. Once the CPUC grants WayMo driverless deployment permits, the company can launch its robotaxi service. Lastly, U.S. News & World Report has announced its annual awards for Best Vehicle Brand and Best Certified Pre-Owned program. Honda wins Best Car Brand on the strength of the Accord, Civic, and Insight. Hyundai won Best SUV Brand thanks to its wide selection of vehicles, and the Ram 1500 earned Best Truck Brand partly due to its versatility. Porsche took home Best Luxury Brand, and the Best CPO program went to Lexus for the 6th consecutive year. Don't go anywhere. Coming up is Ted Smith, president of the Florida Automobile Dealers Association. We'll be right back.
Delivering the news dealers count on for 10 years. Subscribe today and join thousands of other automotive professionals. CBT News, 10 years strong.
Auto dealers across the country are expressing concerns that the franchise system is under attack by OEMs and industry disruptors that aim to sell vehicles directly to consumers. State associations have taken notice and are stepping up to represent their members. Today on Inside Automotive, Ted Smith, president of the Florida Automobile Dealers Association, shares his perspective on this development. Check it out.
So as you know, some dealers feel like they're under attack after announcements from a number of OEMs out there that are trying to stick their toe, it looks like anyway, into this direct-to-consumer sales approach and maybe bypass the franchise system, or at least at the very least change the franchise system as we know it today. I'm sure you're hearing from dealers on this. What's your take on what we're seeing happen now, or trying to happen?
Jim, it sort of seems like it's the result of the pandemic, the supply chain shortage, and all of those things happening, and some other factors happening all at once, which have made the OEMs kind of look across the fence, and I call it Tesla envy. There seems to be this Tesla envy that's going on.
Sure.
And so at that model, I've heard certain CEOs say that they're at a disadvantage when they're compared to a company like Tesla. And since I represent dealers and I believe that all of the advantages are in our court, I'm stunned by a statement that we're a disadvantage to our dealers or to the dealer network.
Right. Yeah, it's. I think it's got some dealers stunned out there that they're now dealing with their OEMs. I mean, the franchise system, as you know, has been around 100 years or greater, and they're wondering now all of a sudden it looks like we might be threatened here, and maybe we're not leaving the same franchise to our children that we received from our parents if it's a legacy situation, and that is troubling to say the least. Why do you suppose that you mentioned one? I guess it's because of Tesla or the Tesla envy. But why do dealers want to take this on, or I should say, OEMs want to take this on right now?
Well, I've heard for the last I don't know how many years, 10 years or more, that factories are kind of looking over the fence and maybe they would like to purchase dealerships, own their own dealerships. And as it's evolved, it appears to us in Florida that it's kind of different from that. Why would you want to own all of those dealerships and have all of that cost when you can receive the same benefit by controlling many of the functions the dealers have? As I call them, the dealer silos, the things we're really good at as an industry.
Sure.
All right, be sure to watch this interview in its entirety right here at cbtnews.com. That wraps up our show for today, but we invite you to join us back here again tomorrow morning for all the latest news and trends impacting the retail automotive industry. And be sure to follow us on TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter. I'm Bridget Fitzpatrick. Thanks for watching and have a great day.
Thanks for watching CBT News, the voice of the retail automotive industry. Join the #1 most watched newscast in the automotive industry. CBT News, 10 years strong. Subscribe today.